What is up, YouTube? I'm Devon DaVinci, leader of the Renaissance Crew, and you're watching DaVinci Reacts. Today I have the full Xbox game showcase. This was made in July 2020. Just to date this video. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen any of the games announced for it. I haven't seen anything. I've intentionally tried to stay away from it because I wanted to do a reaction to this, but because of my computer situation, I had to wait. So I did my very best to stay away from any type of news that came from this showcase. I've seen a bunch of reactors do reactions to it, but I haven't had a chance to watch their videos because, again, I'm trying to stay away. After I get done with this, I'm gonna go back and watch other reactors react to it to see what their impressions of it were. But yeah, this is going to be exciting. Now, everybody should know at this point on this channel that I am a Sony fanboy. Not so much. I'm not so deep into it now because now I'm more of a PC guy. I'm much more of a PC player. But back in the day when I was younger, it was all Sony. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 were my big Sony years. After that, everything started to blend together, and I just said, you know what, there's no difference in having any of them. Plus, Xbox started to move more towards Xbox and PC, where they started releasing games on both platforms. And it kind of... The console war died at that point to me. And now I see a bunch of PlayStation exclusive games starting to get released on Steam, like Horizon Zero Dawn and Heavy Rain and everything. Like, there's a bunch of games that were exclusive that are getting released now. And now I think that PC has won this console race, as far as I'm concerned. With that being said, if you happen to hear any noise in the background, it is because right now the apartment complex I'm at, there's a landscaper outside doing yard work and everything, so you might hear some noises in the background, but I just want to let you guys know that. Now let's jump into this and see what it has to offer. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I can't deny just games. Whenever games are being announced, I want to be there and I want to be there to give my reactions. Anyway, let's jump into this. Is that Ratchet and Clank? I thought Ratchet and Clank was an exclusive. Interesting venue to have your Xbox showcase. This is pretty cool.
The Mjolnir exosuit is now complete.
Is this Halo?
Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction.
Yeah, I've never been a huge fan of Halo, but to tell the truth, I've never really played any of them.
Cannot hope.
I was never really a first-person shooter kind of guy, but I do respect Halo. It was a very worthy.
Means nothing.
It was a very worthy challenger back in my
until you step inside.
console war days. One thing I did always like about Halo was the music. Halo's music was always something great. That's something I'm a big fan of.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing.
Those long pillars gives me like a strong Minecraft vibe. There, I don't know, there was something up with it. It didn't like it had a lot of textures or anything.
No, no, you. I can't stand it. Who you are.
Breathe.
No, you don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw Clone Wars over there. I'm going to dig through
Clone
them and
Wars.
find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh, please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Master Chief has a lot more patience than I thought he would. I expected him to be more of like the anti-hero type of character. Yeah, you see what I mean about those angular pillars? There's like not really any texture or anything on them, so it gives it a very, I don't know, that's a weird look to it. And there goes a warthog. Drifting like a boss. Okay, how the hell did he get up there? Ooh. That roll did nothing. Show me how next-gen teabagging works. Halo was the game that pretty much created the teabag, wasn't it? Okay. So they have like damage that's situational. See, as far as the graphics are concerned, I mean, they do look good, but I feel like I've seen better graphics though. But what separates this game from other games is it gives me a very strong Doom vibe, where like the animations are very, not exaggerated, but very well animated. Like back when the PS3 and Xbox 360 were coming out, they had game trailers from when it was first announced, and the trailers were obviously CGI, And you could tell by how the characters moved and everything else. It's like now we're getting to a point where that is normal. If anybody still remembers that Killzone 3 trailer. Damn.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead.
Shots fired.
Always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand.
He just teleport in front of him?
Is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
So it's an Arcadian now? Did I just give a Scorpion King reference in that Halo trailer? You're goddamn right I did.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming months, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
Always love seeing that pop up. Looks like some type of post-apocalyptic game. Okay. Getting Last of Us vibes. It's a deer eating a wolf. Okay, State of Decay 3. Cool. As it's a deer eating a wolf.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase.
Phil Spencer.
Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox game studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox game studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on.
See, I like
Xbox
him
Game
as
Pass is the best way to discover
the head of
and play.
Xbox more than the
And
last
we want
person
you
they
to be able
had.
to
But
experience as many great games as possible.
he comes off as a legit gamer.
So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision,
Is he
and
trying to
immersion.
perform the Jedi mind
We've
trick on us?
designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console, and we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in-engine.
I don't really care too much about Forza
World
or
premiere.
Gran Turismo either. Like, I understand that racing games are pretty much the studio's go-to method of trying to convey graphics, but for me, it's like I don't care. I mean, it's been a long time since I played a racing game, and one of the things I did like about racing games back when I played like the old Gran Turismos was like you started off with a crappy car that was like a really generic plain car, and then like the more races you win, the more parts you can buy, and then you can like upgrade to get a newer car, and like that level of progression is what I like. But I'd be into this if they released it on VR. Rare. Let's see what they got. I want to see a new Crash Bandicoot, goddammit.
Our world has a rhythm.
Or go to Conquer.
We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected.
Well, damn.
To be a light in dark places.
Seems like what they're trying to showcase is the animals. So I'm wondering
seek answers.
What level they play in it.
And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Everwild.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And Eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing.
Like
the
the Force.
team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
Okay, so the mom's trying to kill him?
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She loved you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
I like how cinematic the game is. Moon Studios.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We're now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
This is like BioShock
Abandoned
mixed with
research facility,
Fallout.
and now shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover.
Sprinkle a little bit of Borderlands in there.
Full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking downright unlawful today.
With the right kind of case,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
What will you find on Gorgon?
The Outer Worlds,
This
Peril on
unit
Gorgon.
cannot bring you any drinks in its current state.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game.
then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest,
I like that.
we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
I like that. Little Battletoads Easter egg.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the Private Division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG. Check this
So
out.
based on when this releases, that'll be
World
tomorrow.
premiere.
We have always known war. It forged our empire. Turned heroes into queens and kings. And decimated our foes. Now our oaths
are lost.
Next gen ghouls and goblins. I'm calling this.
And you must face the monsters our sins have borne. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best, and it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour. I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive storytelling because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in.
It's a cowboy game,
I
isn't
hope
it?
you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Cannot wait, going looking not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine,
it was like a visual novel.
It was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long-forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Okay, so it's very visual novel.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Never played any of the Hellblade games, but it looks good. Double fine.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter? Peter, he's been sitting
Bring
there
back
the
the
whole
point
time?
clicks, please.
Hey, who wrote the song?
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Probably been a long time
Psychonauts.
since you've had a visitor. I hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place.
Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's blown. At the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started to this rhyme, and I can smell the universe, and I can taste the sky, and I can see each molecule through my cosmic eye.
Jack Black and Tenacious D and everything has always made good music.
They fill the holes I've had, unlocking all my memories, which I never
An official sequel. Interesting, you didn't really see too many of the other characters from the first Psychonauts. Maybe you did, I just didn't recognize them.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios, and there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud.
Was
Later
Destiny
this
2
year,
already out?
Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2.
Is this the
that
equivalent of
optimized
the
for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second.
Is this the equivalent
Here's
of
an all-new look at
the
Bungie's
Grand Theft
Destiny
Auto
2
5 announcement on
Beyond
the
Light.
PlayStation 5 reveal event?
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
I mean, it looks cool, but I've never been a huge fan of first-person shooters, and I've never been a huge fan of multiplayer games, which is why I was a Sony fanboy back in the day. Xbox is always the console for multiplayer.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere.
Is PC considered an Xbox console? I don't know if that says CSC or CSG. Is this a Counter-Strike game? Looks like Chernobyl. Okay. Stalker 2. I've never really heard of the first one, so I
World premiere.
don't have a good idea of what the game is really about. Console launch exclusive.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back. If they make it back.
You better turn around and run, boy. Warhammer is another game that I never really played, but I am familiar
World premiere.
Another console launch exclusive. It's good they're announcing like what games are launch titles and which ones aren't.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day,
I play with one of those controllers too, except mine is for PC. Tetris? Last I heard, the person that developed Tetris didn't make any money or anything like that from it because of the whole Soviet Union situation.
Premiere.
What was the story about that? Did he ever get compensated for making probably the most popular game in gaming history?
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here? Hell yeah.
I know that's probably old news, but I haven't been keeping up on Tetris that often.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa. Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
Got some Luigi's Mansion mixed with Luigi's Mansion mixed with what is the name of that game that is on Nintendo consoles where you paint stuff and you fight other people with like paint? It's on the tip of my tongue, but the one with the squids. The Gunk. That was a dry-ass bug.
It all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can link them.
Did she just turn into like silver hair?
Hello?
Okay, so I guess you could jump between universes.
What is this place?
World premiere.
I'm guessing the Mario vs. Sonic game. Hold up. Phantasy Star Online. Okay. I want to see some gameplay. There we go. Much more action-y. Than I assumed it would be. Phantasy Star with a very strong Horizon vibe. Or is Horizon the one with the Phantasy Star vibe? New Genesis. New Genesis. That's a hidden meaning. New console, new Sega console coming out. Predicting it now. The Genesis 2.
Luis Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon. You will become.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done.
Blacklist. We make our own path. We protect our own.
Can you protect me from fate?
17 seconds.
We got company.
Soon, the entire world will burn. All because of him.
The ghost is here!
Today, you saw 10 world premieres. And
I can't see the
22
word Crossfire without
console
thinking of the
launch
90s
exclusives.
commercial. Crossfire!
Game Pass members can play every game you have seen today from Xbox Game Studios and all of our partners in the subscription or free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for Xbox Series X. Games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over 100 titles for Xbox Series X this holiday season. With Series X and Game Pass,
That's a hell of a
Xbox
launch.
is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we do. Now, you may have noticed we didn't get to visit all of our Xbox Game Studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
World premiere.
Playground Games presents.
The world is filled with stories of legendary heroes and treacherous villains, of fantastical creatures and wondrous places where nature and magic live in perfect harmony.
The hell?
Not all stories have happy endings.
That's wrong.
But yours has yet to be written.
Fable! Fable! Yes! Fable's back! Wait a minute, hold up. What kind of Fable is it? Is it old school Fable like Fable 1, 2, and 3? Or is that god-awful Connect game? Oh man, I used to love Fable back in the day, especially Fable, which one was it? Fable 2? Oh, I love that game. Fable 3 was cool too. I had no problem with Fable 3. Especially the ability to like rule over your own country. I understand Peter Molyneux wrote a lot of checks that his ass couldn't cash, but the games themselves were good. If he didn't overpromise them so much, Fable would probably still be like one of the premier franchises. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Fable now. Now they just need to bring back all the old school Xbox exclusives, like the RPGs like Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, bring back Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Is that it? Looks like that's it. I don't think they're going to show anything else. Oh man, okay, so a lot of good games in this trailer. A lot of, exclusive is kind of iffy because I do believe every game that was shown is also releasing on Xbox or on Windows. So I will have an opportunity to play all of these games, and I won't necessarily have to buy an Xbox. It's still interesting to me how they are making all these games available for Windows, but I would think it would hurt their Xbox sales because if you already have a gaming PC, you don't need to buy an Xbox. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that they did it because I am a PC gamer to my core. That's what I've become. Just the idea that you can change the visual settings to be as crazes you want and mod support and things like that, I can't see myself not playing PC games. But at the same time, it's like, you would think that they wouldn't want to do that if they want to sell Xboxes. I mean, the same could be said for Sony. Like I said, Sony's starting to put their games on Steam also, so it's hurting. I would imagine it's hurting their ability to sell PlayStations. Unless these consoles are pretty much from like in the now until the foreseeable future going to be changing to like affordable gaming PCs. That's pretty much what they are. Like, hey, if you want to play a game that's like a PC game, but you don't feel like spending $2,000 on a high-end gaming rig, just buy our console. That's always kind of how I felt consoles were. But yeah, that looks good. I want to see more gameplay of Fable. I want to see what the story's going to be about, because like I said, every single time, every game from Fable, it expands a little bit more. Like the first game, you were just a solo adventurer. The second game, you were an adventurer, but you had like more control over the economy and stuff. And then the third game, you were just like king of your own country, and like the whole game was like you were preparing for an invasion. So you had to make decisions based on saving up enough resources to battle the invasion, or making decisions that would help your people out, but it would cost some of your resources, and it leaves you vulnerable for when the invasion happens. I'm wondering what this game is going to be about. But, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. As long as they keep Peter Molyneux out of the promotions and the marketing campaign, the game would do good. But, yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming through. I'm looking forward to seeing what some of these games have to offer. Just a quick note on my gaming live streams. I did take a minute off because of my computer situation, but I should be able to stream again tomorrow. My schedule did get a little bit tighter these last couple of days, so I probably won't be able to stream every day like I was trying to do before, but just follow me on Twitter, which is @Devon_DaVinci, spelled the same way as my channel name. And I will announce at least a couple of hours ahead of time when I'm going to do a live stream on Twitter, or on Twitch, which is, again, Devon_DaVinci. And if you want to come through and hang out, absolutely feel free to. I want to have as big of a community in gaming, because gaming is a huge portion of my life. I have been a gamer ever since I was, I want to say 4 years old, playing the Super Nintendo. Well, actually, I started off with the NES. Then I got deeper into when the Super Nintendo came out. My first console was the original PlayStation. That was the console that was exclusively mine. The original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo were my brother and sisters. That was their console. The PlayStation was the one where I called it was my own. I'm the one that picked it out, and it was the one that was in my room, so that was my system. So I've always been a gamer at heart. I would love to have more conversations with people and being able to just discuss different things in gaming. Right now on my live streams, I am playing Ghost of Tsushima. I have made decent progress in it. Spent a lot of time doing side quests and things like that. I will have another video up for my live stream that should come out. Matter of fact, I need to grab my videos off of Twitch, because I believe they have like a 7-day thing before they disappear. So I need to really grab those before Twitch start automatically deleting my archived videos. But with that being said, stay on the lookout for that. Like tomorrow, stay tuned to my Twitter. Stay tuned to my Twitter page, because I will announce if a stream is going to be coming out at that time. And if a stream does come out, it'll be at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is where I normally well, actually it might be about 1. Maybe I'll move it to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, it'll be around that time. And usually I try to stream for about 3 hours, maybe 4, if I'm feeling really into it. But yeah, that's my thing. Also, another thing to discuss, I'm a huge Star Wars and a huge Final Fantasy fan. So if you want a deep discussion with me, all you have to do is have a conversation about one of those two topics, and we can chat for days. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give you the deuces. I am Devon DaVinci. Hopefully you've been a little more enlightened. I look forward to seeing you guys on the live streams. I look forward to seeing you guys in the comment section down below to get your opinions about this conference or showcase. Let me know what your opinion is on Xbox, and if you just want to have a discussion about the console war in general, because it doesn't seem like the console war is as heated as it used to be. Back in the day with Nintendo and Sega, it was kids died. There was wars on the playgrounds, and then Sony and Xbox came in, and that was savage too, but it wasn't as savage as Sony, and it wasn't as savage as Nintendo and Sega. So, and nowadays it's even less. Like now you're starting to get discussions about cross-platform support and being able to play games together with people across PC and everything. Like everything's starting to like unify, and it's not as hectic as it used to be. But there's always good in everything, I guess. I just miss the old combative days. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna give you the deuces, and I'm signing out. So I'm Devon DaVinci. I will see you guys on the next video. Until then, I'm signing out. Deuces.